Welcome to week 7 of the duck pyramid, where I rate my ducks dance mom style based on their behavior from the past week. At the very bottom of our pyramid this week, we have Sugar, unsurprisingly. Sugar, last week I told you you needed to really get better at grooming yourself, and you actually got worse. And next up, we have Raven. Raven, you scared me to death. I let you out of the coop in the morning just like I do every single day, and I expected you to go on your usual path just like all of the other ducks did, but you decided to run into the pen and hide in the doghouse, so I thought something ate you. And next up, we have Maple. Maple, do you care to explain how I rushed you to the vet because you were limping, and then all of a sudden you're just perfectly fine when we get there and you can walk just like you were 3 years old again. Lastly for this row, we have Donut. Again, still wants to have kids with her dad. I'm still not gonna let it happen. There's really nothing more to say. And leveling up, we have Chip. Chip, I gotta say, for a 2-year-old hamster, I just expect that you would no longer be putting your bedding in your food bowl. But honestly, you're a hamster on a duck pyramid, so what can you really expect? And next up, we have Hash Brown Montana. Hash Brown, I told you last week that you really needed to improve on your flying skills, and unfortunately, I think you got worse. When your goal is to fly straight to the pen, and you somehow end up in the front yard, which is the opposite direction, something's not right, and you might want to work on that. And lastly for this row, we have Bubbles. Bubbles, honestly, you could have been higher on this pyramid, but unfortunately, due to the fact of you being a little territorial over the food bowl lately, I did have to knock you down. And yet again, almost at the top this week, we have Mr. Whip. Mr. Whip, when I installed cameras inside of the duck pen, I was not expecting to see how sweet you are to Sugar at night. For those of you that don't know, Sugar has her own pen inside of the coop so that she can sleep away from the male ducks at night because they kind of go crazy over her during breeding season. And I saw on the cameras that despite there being a fence in between them, Mr. Whip still sleeps right next to Sugar because he loves her. And up next, we have Avocado Toast. Toast, unfortunately this week you did not eat any bugs off of me, so I could not give you the top spot, but you were still an absolutely wonderful duck all around. At the top of our pyramid this week, we have Munchkin. She's here to regain the crown she lost last week. Munchkin, you were an absolute gem to be around this week. You didn't poop on me a single time, and I am just so proud of you for getting back up there. Congratulations, Munchkin. And if you'd like to see if Munchkin continues to hold the crown of top duck, join us here next week.